this is Walter's story, and I thought it was a good story. And I'll do my best to summarize it real quickly. But he started out basically talking about what he would normally do on Memorial Day, watching war movies on TV, and just his reaction to the Vietnam War that went on years ago. And just some of his relationship to the people that he's known that's been in the war, his father, and some people in the neighborhood, I think we had described there. And there's some things too that really stood out to me, and I think it was kind of a lot of people that kind of mentioned that, you know, when that September 11th day came, how it changed his view of America forever, and even in the end, how saying that he realizes to the extent that he would go to defend the country as well, but also in the death of bin Laden that, you know, and I want to actually read it. Where was that at? Oh, right here. It says, when the anchorman blabbed the news about bin Laden, my level of apprehension increased. In the days that followed, I cringed each time Letterman makes a joke about the man, or someone with the local media makes a bad joke at a dead man's expense. I send up a little prayer. I don't mourn his death. I fear reprisal. I thought that was very, you know, I thought that was very impactful right there. So that's basically it.
We're going to talk about Tamara's piece. I asked her if she was a reporter because basically she reported about 9/11 to the current, and I like the fact that she used different perspectives. First, you know, it was the first person perspective when she was talking about what she did. Then her attention was drawn away from what she describes as primping to the television. Okay, and then her reaction to what was going on television, and then she shifted from her reaction to the reaction of the reporter, which was very good. That was a nice little technique, so it kind of compelled me to kind of want to read more. And then she brought us to the present day when she talked about the death of bin Laden and speculated a little bit about what it may potentially mean for us as Americans. It was very well thought out. It was very concise.
This is not what I'm...
Camera.
Okay, I
this is not camera.
clips, right?
Yeah.
And I told him his was basically like a journal entry, kind of talking about the news and how they reported the death of bin Laden. And it was interesting. He was saying how the way that they said it, don't let me get it wrong, but the way that they said it, you were surprised, at how they announced it, because they were just like, oh, he's dead. And he just kind of thought about, you know, the victims of 9/11 and how they must be rejoicing, and this must be like their high point because he's gone. So that's the most of what I got out of it, but it was good.
I read Clovis's, and she talked about Memorial Day and bin Laden, and how when she was growing up, she thought of Memorial Day as a day to have off from school. But then when she became an adult, she thought of it as a day to have off from work. But then her son grew up and went into Desert Storm. So the holiday or the special day took a totally different meaning for her. And also, it took a further different meaning with the death of bin Laden. She's really hoping down in her heart that it will be the end of terrorism, but she kind of feels like this may just rise more people up to take its place in the end. And it was really interesting. Did I leave out anything else interesting? I don't want to leave anything.
I don't know. What was interesting to you?
That was all interesting. That was all interesting.
And a future. Jesus then confirms this by stating, I come that you might have life more abundantly. So I pose this question to you as we are faced with terror, tyranny, and trespass. Whose report will you believe?
Ooh. Deep.